You know, they will give me mandatory after 2 seconds after this fight against the Whao or something else. You understand me? For that,
could this then be could this, and you don't have to answer at all, but could this be the one I've been talking about for a long time, a Riyadh season card in Africa?
We will do in maybe 25 or 26 big card in Africa. We will guarantee that. This is in our plan. But no, will not be in Africa. It will be too soon in March to have it in Africa.
Okay.
And there you have it, guys. Turki Alashikh, Martin Bakole, Francis Ngannou, Deontay Wilder, Africa card, Riyadh. And let me counterpunch. We've heard of this for a while, especially when you're dealing with Bakole and Zhang. Maybe it's in China, maybe it's in Africa, but now, you know, we're talking about an African card. And I think at that point, he's went to the UK, he's went to the USA. You know, of course, it all started in Saudi Arabia, but then, you're looking at it now, he's just really diversifying the world with boxing, which is fantastic, especially continents like Africa. You don't know where it's going to be. You know, it could be in Nigeria, it could be in the Congo, it could be in Zaire. You know, it could be a lot of places, but that's in the works. Now with the fighters, I don't know what Deontay is going to look like in 2026, but it is in the plans. And he said, we will do a card, not soon, but in the future. So I think he's just planting seeds, letting people know like, hey, this is coming. Stay tuned for that, because Martin Bakole, I think that they definitely want to market him more, especially in Africa, because when he did whoop and defeat Jared Anderson, he was praised like the Dickens when he came home. And I'm not talking about Scotland. Okay, so he was greeted with royalty there and appreciation for what he did in the States, okay, when Riyadh season actually went to the States. So I think it depends on what he does with Aget Kabayel. If he can beat Kabayel, and especially in the same fashion, if he can destroy Kabayel like he did Jared Anderson, there would be an incentive for everybody to want to see Martin Bakole in his motherland, in his native land, which is the motherland. So I think that's what he's waiting on. Sure, we got Ngannou. Sure, we got Deontay Wilder with his African connections, of course. But then I think, is a touch and go. I don't think that it's something set in stone just yet. I think if everything goes the way it's supposed to go, according to the African fighters, I think then it would be made. Francis Ngannou will make a lot of money. He just went back over on that side of the street when he secured a bag on this side of the street. So I know he would, and I think he likes the idea of making that type of money. High career payday, cash, okay, in his hand. So I think he will be back to the sport of boxing so he can always be a contender and a contestant in the African sweepstakes of Riyadh season. So he's someone else that you definitely want to look forward to seeing that could be thrown into the mix. But as far as I'm concerned, though, it's a great card to have when you're dealing with another venue in another continent, because the Rumble in the Jungle, right? That was one of those cards that was so experimental, and it worked during a war. Okay, so it was a war going on at that time. And then I'm looking and I'm like, wow, Don King, only in America, baby, made that happen. So Turki Alashikh, with the resources that he has, may work again, because a lot of things happen in Africa, bro. Like upsets. If you look at the times that they've been to Africa, you look at the Rumble in the Jungle. Ali stopped George Foreman. You look at the last time I remember them really going there was when Lennox Lewis took on Hasim Rahman the first time and got knocked out, stopped, upset. So those type of things happen in Africa. So, it would be great to see something else happen that you don't foresee in Africa to happen for the third time. But you guys tell me what you think of Turki Alashikh confirming an all-African card in Africa 2025, which is right around the corner, or 2026. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!